What is going on, losers and loserettes? And I don't even know what the hell I'm saying at this point. What is going on? I am back with another video, and it is the one and only West Links, baby. And of course, by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about The Last of Us HBO show, episode 3. Now, I just want to go ahead and jump right into it. So, the first two episodes of The Last of Us have been pretty awesome, pretty legitness, and as far as source material, they haven't really gone away from the original script of the game, the original scenes, the dialogue, all of that jazz, all of that good stuff. It hasn't really changed that much. There's been a subtle changes, just a few, but nothing that's like, groundbreaking or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, with this episode 3, we finally get to the first episode, Bill and Frank. Good old your boy, Nick Offerman, alright? And Murray Bartlett, okay? I literally just read his name on the screen as it came on here because I completely forgot what his name is and I might have said it wrong. Anyway, so you get your boy Nick Offerman playing Bill, other guy playing Frank, and in the game, I really don't have to mention it too much because most of you all watching already know how the game is. It shows Bill, obviously, but it never shows Frank in the game until, spoiler alert, you see him hanging, and that is when Joel and Bill start talking about him, and it's kind of like a 3-minute conversation. He just says, hey, that was my partner, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't really dive deep into their past with one another or, whatever the hell's going on. You don't really know. You just assume that they had a relationship, and that's it. So with this episode 3, this is the first one that really dug deep into it and changed the entire thing up. Now, this whole episode is pretty much just a love story between Bill and Frank. And there's really nothing more to it. You see Bill building all the stuff in his town just like he does on the video game. He has traps set up, booby traps around, explosives, landmines, gates, and all of that good stuff in the game, and has all the weapons, all the ammo in the world. And really, he's just a paranoid guy, and that's an amazing thing because that's what got him to survive this in the first place. So it's pretty cool how the episode shows this, just like the game, but gives a little bit of backstory. But my personal thoughts when I was watching the episode, I kind of thought that it was still going to show the Bill and Ellie and Joel dynamic that we got in the game, but it was going to just show the backstory of Bill and Frank and how their relationship grew together, and then Frank would end up dying, and then we see Bill and Ellie's banter as he turns into an old man, and he kind of gets the way he was in the game. But nevertheless, this is the first episode in the 3 episodes that finally has a lower score than like 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, granted, it is still up there. I'm not saying that this episode is like getting trashed on and hated by any stretch of the imagination, whatsoever. But when we look it up, and I will provide a screen cap right here. So when we look at episode 3, obviously IGN gave it a 10 out of 10 because why would they not? It's IGN. So on IMDb, it is currently sitting at IMDb. Why did I say IMDb? What the hell? It is currently sitting at an 8.3 out of 10, and if we compare that to the other episodes has gotten like a 9.5 and above, and a 10 out of 10 and all that so far. So this is the lowest rated episode so far. Now, I just want to kind of go into why it was the lowest rated episode. And I'm not saying that it's a big deal that it is, because it's still got 8.3, which is really good. And on other websites, it's getting great reviews. It kind of just depends on how the public perceives it, obviously, because that's what the hell reviews are. So, getting into why I think that it has that, I think that it strayed too far from source material. And I think that's why some people are just like, I don't know about this. Now, of course, you're seeing people that just are hating on this because obviously it's 2 men in a relationship. And you're seeing people on Twitter that are just dogging this, and they're just saying that I don't need to watch, whatever. I don't even want to get into that. That's just horseshit, whatever. You're going to have those people. But from what I can see, like when I'm scrolling through Twitter and I'm reading people that are actually giving their thoughtful reviews over this episode versus the other two, this one strays so far away from the game, and maybe for a lot of people it just leans in a way that they don't really like. The whole episode, and keep in mind this is an hour and 20 minutes, and you get 55 minutes, almost an hour of this episode of just a love story between Bill and Frank. And you don't really get a lot of Joel and Ellie, which is okay. I know there's other characters to explore in this world and the story. I do understand that. But, you know, if I wanted to sign up for a love story for an hour, that's what I wanted to do. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. Personally, I didn't mind the episode. I mean, I think it was my least favorite out of the other two. For the same reasons as other people, but I can see why it's so strong. And I can also see why that they kind of veered off from the path of the game a little bit too. They wanted to take, you know, a more in-depth approach to their relationship. And I do understand that, but I also was really, really looking forward to see Bill and Ellie go back and forth on the live action and have the humor and comedy. Sorry, that was my alarm in the background. The humor and the comedy just come off, you know, live action with Nick Offerman and Bella Ramsey. I think that would have been a better way to take it, because that would have been funny as hell. But, you know, what do I know? I just wanted to cover this episode, and let me know what you all think. Did you like the episode? Did you hate the episode? Let me know why. Do you think that this show is going to be freaking amazing and it's going to continue to be fantastic? Or do you think that it's getting worse from here? I don't really think anybody thinks that this show is going to get worse. This is probably the episode that, you know, has people rating it the lowest in their minds. But then as the story continues and as the show continues, it's going to be pretty damn good. But let me know what you thought. Did you like the episode? Did you hate it? Let me know why, and let me know why. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Boy Scout.